Side C now. Because I'm already done with the song, so what the, you know.
You're already done with the songs?
Yeah, I work overtime. I might release 2 other projects before the end of December.
What?
I might. I guess I'm in the mood.
You do, but
for real.
I remember this other performance. You're performing No More.
Yeah,
to hear it here on the album is like, hey, man.
Yeah.
I know more. No more.
It's the one, boys. The one. Boy.
Man, a whole trilogy, my man.
Yo, Vuma. Hey. Angezi ngokushada wena ngenza ubaswami. Then you want me to sing?
Go for it.
Jabulu jule nyokwenzeka zule ngeke bavume kuyokwenzeka badube wena ngowame kuyokwenza umngame. Hey! Umngame! I that's the one, boys. Hey, this guy.
Once you hear the yo! T-Man Express is in the building. Yeah. Whenever he's here on VAR Drive, even the show name changes. This is the Ikigai Drive. Because the man, the myth, the legend, he's here for his 3rd offering of the Ikigai series. It's now a trilogy. Of course, started out with Ikigai, just as Ikigai. And then, of course, this year, dropped Ikigai, the Second Samurai. Now it's Ikigai, the Second Samurai. Side B. November. Dude, you're not stingy with music.
Nope. You
are not stingy with music. And boy, this one we just played right now with Mashudu. Soul Matrix.
Man.
It's the first song. If you listen to the album, it's the first one that appears. And I've always been intrigued with how artists go about song arrangement on an album.
Yeah.
Is it an important thing for an artist how you set out the tracks from 1 to 16, which is the amount of songs on the album?
Yes. So, funny enough, I was discussing this with my team right now. We're actually not arguing, but just letting them know that the sequencing of the album is also an art in your career as an artist. How can you sequence your album? Are you an artist that knows how to sequence an album, or do you just compile songs so that you can give it out to people? No. An album, dog, there's a work that has to be done for it to be called an album first, and then we need to also rate how you can sequence your album as an artist before we say, you're an album artist.
Wow, sequencing is an actual skill.
It is a skill. It's a skill. It's art. It's a one part or aspect of your career as an artist that you need to get right. Yeah, especially if you're a vocalist or an artist that is a performing artist. Yeah.
And this is the first song that welcomes anyone who tunes in to the album.
Yes.
What was it about it that it had to be number 1?
It's a love song, man. So the whole sequencing of this album was for me to kind of try and expand on the expressions that I've been giving you guys. So remember the first Ikigai is it's a variety of a whole lot of things, but the second one is spiritual. I'm praying, and I'm just trying to introduce you and let you guys be ready for what's coming. Understand? And then this one is me just storytelling, and that's T-Man. T-Man Express is a storyteller, dog. So this is me just trying to tell you stories that I've experienced, number 1. Stories that you probably can relate to, or stories that might happen in your life too. You understand? So this sequencing is love songs, and then after love songs, I'll give you guys stories about what we experience every day, in our lives, everyday life experiences, and then going to Strat, what people want. And still, I'm going to tell you stories about Strat, understand? Going, and then when I conclude it, I'll give you a short prayer nyana, or I'll give you like a story that tells you that, okay, whatever it is that I've been talking about on the whole album has to be concluded like this. So obviously the sequencing will tell you the intro. Okay, we are going with what? This is my love songs now. And then the body, what are you telling us? No, I'm telling you stories about everything that happens in life, but in a way that you guys can relate in, especially now that, we're going towards the festive season. You guys need to hear stories about the festive season. Some stories might alert you, some stories might make you engage, some stories you might relate to.
Yeah.
Some stories they might have affected you, before. And then you can rectify it now with when you listen to the album. And then when we conclude, I'm kind of like giving you a lesson, of what type of artist I want you guys to follow.
Yeah.
You understand?
I like that. I like that very much. And as I was listening to the album this morning, I was reminded once again of one of the most successful collaborations you'll ever find in the history of Amapiano. And that's T-Man Express alongside Mello and Sleazy.
Thank you.
And this thought came to my head that whenever you're in studio with a Mello and Sleazy, there are certain players, soccer players, who shine under certain coaches, and whenever you're just cooking with Mello and Sleazy, it just never misses.
True.
And I want to speak about just that chemistry you have with them, that it always just delivers.
Yeah, man. I think the relationship is very deep and it's very personal now to me. You see, one of the two, from Mello and Sleazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll speak about him specifically because we are very close. Mello is there, obviously. He is also my boy. But you see, the relationship that I have with Sleazy, I can literally share anything with him. He's become more than just a colleague or an artist that I met, throughout my career. So he's become like more of a brother to me, more of a little brother to me because he's younger than me, But like I managed to share everything with him, even when we first got to even speak about music, got to engage and find each other on Insta and all of that. Our first conversation was so open and real about where I am and where I'm going, and how he used to express. He expressed something to me that I wasn't even aware of. When you're making music, man, you're thinking people are not seeing you.
Yeah.
People are seeing you, dog. And there was a time where in my career I was grinding so hard, and Mello and Sleazy, the name is big, man. It's always been big. When the boys got into the game, they came with the bang, and they've been doing that ever since. And so, to think that Sleazy would say to me, "Hey, bro, there was a time where I was actually afraid to text you, and I was like, what? It's like, yeah, dog, because you've been working so hard, putting so much music out there, and I thought, this man is probably working, and I'm probably gonna be,
man, bro.
Yes, Sibesia,
Google. It's a trilogy now.
Yes, boy.
Ikigai. Let's just close it off on why it's so important to you to make it a trilogy and still stick with that name Ikigai. For the listener who's wondering, hey, T-Man is always going on about Ikigai, but there's a powerful a meaning to it.
Yeah, it's a philosophy, man, a Japanese philosophy that I think everyone should be following. Ikigai is your reason for being, like I've explained it before. Iki means life and Gai means your worth, so it's what you get up every day, for, what makes you go, every day and just wanna, achieve. So yeah, man, it's what you live for and it's what you practically would die for, so I'm always gonna follow this philosophy, man. Ever since I've been I found it, and I find it like very helpful to my life and career. Every day when I wake up and I think of my Ikigai, which is music, I remind myself that you need to keep on going, bro. There's people out there that want to listen to your Ikigai.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that you've introduced it to, and there's people that are there with you for the long run. So, yeah, man.
How have you evolved with each of the three projects? I like to believe that, when musicians release a body of work, there's something in them that somewhat also grows or evolves in them. So was your Ikigai, yes, music, still the same when the first one dropped to now the third one dropping?
Yeah, well, obviously there's growth, man. You know, there's growth production wise, you know, skills wise, and obviously there's also growth financially. You know, so so it enables us, you know, to purchase equipment, you know, and polish our crafts, you know, better quality for you guys and the listeners, you know, better quality for me and the team, you know. So and the more music you make, the better, you know, you get. Sometimes you discover things you didn't even know you have in you. You know, the skills that we discover as vocalists every day when we're on the mic. You know, there's skills that producers discover every day when they're on the computer and all of that. So I've grown, man. Also with experience, you know. Obviously the first gig was 2021. It's 2024 now. I'm 4 years older since then. So there's a whole lot of things that I've experienced, you know, throughout these Ikigais. So it'll tell, like it shows in the music. If you can listen to most of the things that I've been writing from the first one to now, there's a lot of growth and a lot of spirituality, especially spiritually. I've grown, spiritually I've grown. Like, you know, when you're dealing with life. I lost my dad 2021, so I had to like literally just walk in his shoes from then, you know. So that experience has been very building and tough, you know. Very tough though.
Character building.
It's been in every way, like, character and just everything, you know. So I try to express it as much as I can in the music, you know.
I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
In closing, because you know me, I hate that they gave me so much time with you. Shaking us the whole show.
Always complaining.
But visuals.
Yeah, man, visuals. There's too much.
Visuals.
You know why? That's because there's too much music.
Bro,
with visuals, bro.
Bro, there's too much music.
T-Man.
Yeah.
And he's just dancing there whenever I see.
Okay, but to be honest, visuals, yes, fine. I know a lot of people want
this
visuals.
is a plea from your fans.
I know, and it's okay. Thing is, how do I choose the songs, though?
Oh.
There's so much. You see, you're saying last time they were saying they were saying Happy Joe, and they were saying Kwelinye. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot of songs. Nandilento doesn't have visuals. Kwelinye doesn't have visuals, you understand? There's a lot. So I try to collaborate when it comes to that because I'm a standalone artist. Remember? I'm not signed. So obviously most of the guys that I work with are signed, and there's a whole lot of clauses that, you know, so that prevents doing some things, you know. But for my own songs, yes, I'm with my team, you know, my visuals team. We're building something solid so that we can give you quality. I don't want to just give you visuals and then the music is fine and my video is on. I don't know. Not even HD. I don't know what to call it.
The most popular videos of Tman Express on the internet is him having fun.
Yeah.
Now imagine if he was to take that into his visuals, man.
True.
I think for me, just personally as a fan, man, I think there you could take over the game completely.
I know.
And bro, it's always such a pleasure to have you here. You know, you're such a friend of the show, and we support your music very hard, and wish you all the best with you know, this trilogy. You tease that there might be a C. It might even go all the way to sad at this rate.
Maybe D. Side C, D.
Hey, one thing I want the D. Tman Express, brother. Thank you so much for putting through, yeah?
Love you guys, man. Thank you so much for having me. Likewise. Now,
Tman Express.
That's my class.
Tman Express. Drinking with your news.
Oh, I'm so thirsty. We good, man?
The top stories on Val News this hour. Several civil organizations take the Gauteng Health Department to court. The residents of Deep Blue have issued a warning to owners of local spaza shops.